All right, so everybody has had these break off on the Cubs, the dogleg bolts. This one here happens to be one of the worst ones to drill out. So what I came up with is I bought this little 1/4 inch drill chuck so I can chuck it in my drill and I'm able to actually get to it, because of course the drill chuck is way too big in the drill to get in there and drill it straight on. So I've already made a little bit of a dimple in it, and I'm going to add some cutting fluid and go a little farther. Clean the bit off a little bit, add some more cutting fluid. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure. I don't want to give this little bit or the extension any reason to flex and possibly break. Clean it and go a little more. Alright, so it broke through the bolt. I don't want to drill any farther because we don't want to go through this casting and into the water gallery. So I'm going to move up to the next size bit. Alright, now we're going to go up to the next size. We're going to slowly bring this out to the proper size for the tap. Alright, so double checking our final drill size. For a 1024 is a number 25 bit or 5/32. And I have a 25 here in the set. So that's the next size up. I'll go ahead and take it to the final drill size. And what I've done was I started at a number 36, then an 1/8, then a 29, and now a 25. I just didn't want to take too much at once, and cutting fluid on it and come back at it again. Alright, check our depth. So it's back in there well over 1/2 inch, probably about 3/4. I only drilled through the broken bolt, so that's the depth of the original hole. So it looks like the tap's going to start okay. clean it up a little. Add some cutting fluid to it. Just carefully work it in, keeping it centered. If it feels like it wants to bind, just back it up, clear the chips out. Can't go too fast, you don't end up with a broken bit in here. That's much worse than a broken bolt. Not nearly as easy to get out. Alright, it's cutting pretty good. Hasn't really given me any problems yet. I just keep backing it off and then coming back into the cut. And I believe it's through. Oh, yep, there it went. It bottomed out. I'll just work it and make sure it doesn't. Yeah, it was a little rough spot. Now they make these tap holders with a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch drive for a ratchet, but really on stuff like this you don't want to put any more force than you can get with this tiny little bar, because it would be very easy for it to snap that little tap off. Alright, I'm in well far enough for what that bolt, it pretty much ran out of threads on the tap. Now we just back it out. And there you have it. And I think that is the worst one to drill and tap on the bolster. The other two on the other side, you can just use a regular drill, come in at them with the drill bit and drill them straight. On this side, I really believe you need some type of extension, because it's hard to find a drill that actually has that small of a chuck on it to get in to these two locations. This one's a little more forgiving, but this one, that ear there is right in the way. Even with this small chuck, it still rubs it when I'm holding it down to keep the bit going in straight. So you really have to get something like this if you're going to drill this one out and this one as well. So that pretty much covers it. The other two I've already done. They were a whole lot simpler. I just figured I would document doing this one for anybody who got to it and tried to use their drill and realized that it wasn't going to happen. I mean, you could also buy some really long drill bits, but I really recommend stepping up slowly to the correct size, which would mean buying about 4 or 5 different long drill bits to get to that size, which would be pretty expensive for good drill bits. If you bought some crappy ones, it might not be so bad, but for good drill bits, you're going to spend quite a bit of money buying long shank ones just to reach that. Alright, that'll be it. If you have any questions, just put them below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.